Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Thursday weather video brought to you by Country TV on Sky Channel 081. We're still focusing on Winston, but you'll be pleased to know it is going to lose its cyclone status either today or Friday, and it will likely drift into the Tasman Sea. This is it here on the satellite map. It doesn't look quite so obvious now as a tropical cyclone, so it is weakening, falling apart, Category 1 when this was taken, and not likely to be that by the end of today or even Friday at the latest. So it tracks into the Tasman Sea over the next 24 hours or so. It then drifts towards Australia, weakening further and further. It will still trigger some rain over the North Island. We'll get into that in a moment, but it's not going to directly hit us. We're pretty confident of that now. Most of the models are in agreement, and most of the data and our gut instincts, everything is pointing towards it, drifting over towards Australia and falling apart. And we've got a southerly front here. So the southerly front moves north, the humid winds move south, and that's likely to trigger some downpours over the weekend. So this is how it looks as we head in towards the weekend. Friday, here's the rain, the southerly rain moving up the west coast. It's dry for the North Island though, under light winds, and Winston, the remnants of it over here now, so it's tracking along on the top of this big high. It's a very similar setup to a week and a half, 2 weeks ago when Winston for the first time came down towards us. It was coming this way, there was a very big high a bit further south, and as a result of that, Winston ended up going on this way. So it's done a big circle, and now it's dropping back. Another high is here, and this time it's sliding off towards Australia. So direct hit to New Zealand looking very unlikely now. There's still a 30% chance, maybe down from 50%, 60% for the past week and a half. So we're finally seeing it fading away, but there is this humid wind flow coming through. So as we go to Saturday, you can see it coming down here. This is all of it on the remnants behind Winston. The high is helping to fuel this wind flow coming through, so it could get pretty hot and humid, maybe not hot so much if it's cloudy, but certainly very humid on Saturday. Then there's the southerly front coming northwards, and this is where you get the big heavy downpours. Just a few showers on the west coast, dry mostly for the east, and pretty much completely dry for the North Island's east coast. And we'll end on Sunday where the remnants of Winston over there, just showers and downpours. Over this way, there's this humid line of weather and then the southerly change coming behind it, and also a little thin strip of high pressure. So it's a pretty complicated forecast. We're still very uncertain about how this is all going to line up. It might not line up until Monday. There's a lot of chopping and changing going on. This has been one of the toughest weeks, I would say, with this cyclone trying to forecast in a very long time. The computer models have been tricky. The gut instinct hasn't been in there. It's been because the models have been just all over the place. But we are going to see things settling down a little bit once the system's finally gone next week. That is all for me. Don't forget, for the 10-minute long 10-day forecast, go to Sky Channel 081. That's Country TV.